In the heart of Transylvania lies a forest that many believe should never be entered, a place where compasses spin wildly, where glowing orbs drift silently between the trees, and where those who enter sometimes never return. This is Hoia Baciu Forest, a patch of woodland so steeped in mystery, it has been called the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. But is it haunted, cursed, or something stranger? Tonight, we descend into its shadows and uncover the terrifying stories of the forest that watches you back. Hoia Baciu Forest covers just over 250 hectares on the outskirts of Cluj-Napoca, Romania. At first glance, it looks ordinary: rolling hills, clustered groves, and winding trails. But those who enter say it feels wrong. The trees twist unnaturally, their trunks bend into impossible angles, as though something invisible once gripped them. Sunlight filters strangely here, shadows fall too long, and an unnatural silence often hangs heavy in the air. Local legend warns that anyone who spends too long in Hoia Baciu risks sickness, sudden anxiety, or even hallucinations. Electronics often fail, phones die, cameras glitch, and at the center of the forest lies a barren clearing, an eerie circle where nothing grows. Scientists cannot fully explain it. No crops thrive there, and even grass refuses to take hold. Locals whisper that it is a gateway to somewhere else. The first stories of Hoia Baciu stretch back centuries. Folklore tells of peasants who vanished within its boundaries, never to return. Some claimed to see ghostly figures drifting between the trees, peasants dressed in centuries-old garb, forever lost. One legend speaks of a shepherd who entered the forest with his flock of 200 sheep. He was never seen again. Neither were the sheep. Other tales speak of disembodied voices echoing at night, women crying in the distance, and faces appearing in the mist. For generations, locals avoided the forest entirely. To step inside, they believed, was to risk never stepping out again. But in the 20th century, the forest began drawing attention from outsiders. In 1968, a military technician named Emil Barnia ventured into Hoia Baciu with friends. While there, he captured a photograph of what appeared to be a flying disc-shaped object hovering above the treetops. It remains one of Romania's most famous UFO photographs. From then on, UFO sightings in Hoia Baciu surged. Visitors described glowing orbs weaving silently through the trees. Some said the lights would follow them, circling just beyond the trail, as if herding them deeper into the woods. Others reported lost time, entering the forest at daylight, only to emerge after nightfall. Hours missing from memory. A few even claimed to return with mysterious burns, rashes, or scratches, but they had not touched the branches. At the heart of Hoia Baciu lies its most famous anomaly, a perfect, barren clearing known simply as the Circle. Despite the fertile forest around it, this circular patch of land refuses to sustain plant life. No trees, no shrubs, nothing but dirt and sparse grass. Locals insist it is cursed, a portal where spirits cross into our world. Paranormal investigators have set up cameras in the clearing, and many report eerie lights, phantom shadows, and voices recorded on static. Some say standing in the center produces overwhelming dread, nausea, and even sudden visions. Skeptics blame electromagnetic anomalies in the soil. Believers say the earth itself rejects life there because it was never meant to be part of this world. The eeriest stories of Hoia Baciu involve vanishings. One of the most chilling accounts tells of a 5-year-old girl who wandered into the forest. Search parties combed the area for days with no trace. Then, 5 years later, she walked out of the trees. She had not aged. Her clothes were unchanged. She remembered nothing of where she had been. Other travelers have vanished for hours or days, only to reappear disoriented, with no memory of their time inside. Some never returned at all. Over the years, scientists have attempted to study Hoia Baciu's anomalies. Soil tests in the clearing show unusual radiation and mineral content. Geologists claim magnetic disturbances affect compasses. Biologists note strange growth patterns in the twisted trees. Psychologists who brought test subjects into the forest recorded spikes in anxiety, nausea, and unexplained panic. Some subjects reported feeling watched. Others described seeing faces in the branches. Yet no study has produced a definitive answer. The forest resists explanation, as if it wants to keep its secrets. Theories about Hoia Baciu are as twisted as its trees. Some believe the clearing is a doorway between worlds where spirits slip through. UFO enthusiasts argue that alien craft use the forest as a landing zone. Others suggest the soil hides a geomagnetic vortex, warping time and space. Skeptics argue the forest's eerie reputation fuels mass hysteria and hallucination. But even skeptics struggle to explain the photographs, the radiation, the vanishings. Standing at the edge of Hoia Baciu, it is easy to see why locals still refuse to enter. The forest seems alive, listening, watching, waiting. And perhaps that is the true terror of Hoia Baciu, that no matter how rational you are, how skeptical you claim to be, the forest will test you. It will take your compass, your sense of time, your courage. And if you are unlucky, it may take much more. Because in Hoia Baciu, the forest never gives back what it takes.